What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hicks Fishing. Today we're going to start working on finishing up the kayak setup series that we were working on. Today we're going to go over the DIY project for the power panel that I have in the Sea Ghost, as well as the battery box. So stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back. Alright, so today we're going to finish up our series on the kayak setup. We've already gone through everything. I really want to test the Bixby. I know I owe you guys a water test. This weekend we're going to have some rain. So we're going to go ahead and shoot this, and it'll be interesting to see which one gets released on Facebook or on YouTube first, right? Like we're going to play which one's going to get released first. So, but real quick, today we're going to go through the power panel install and the battery box and how it all kind of comes together. Before we get started on that though, if you're getting some out of these videos, hit that like button below, hit subscribe, let us know how we're doing, drop a comment. If there's anything that we can do to better the channel, anything you guys want to see, anything that might help you out, just shoot us a comment, drop a like, and like I said, hit subscribe. We greatly appreciate the support, and thank you guys for all the views and support of the channel. So that being said, we're going to move right into this. So when it comes to powering your kayak, you can power your kayak in multiple ways. There are different batteries that you can get. So first off, there's regular batteries, and then there's your lithium ion. I mean, I'm not a power guy, so somebody's going to watch this and be like, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about, but he's like, marine cycle versus, got it. I just want to know what the voltage is, what the amp hours are, and how much it weighs, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So you can get regular batteries or lithium ion. Three different types of batteries that you can use for power. And when we talk about power, we're not talking about the motor, because typically people keep the power for their motor separate from the power for their fish finder and everything else, which is exactly what I'm doing. Regular battery, which is what I have. I have a 12 volt 8 amp hour battery from Cabela's. It's a Cabela's brand, 25 bucks. You can get those cheaper lithium ions that look just like this, and we'll show you in a minute when my lovely camera lady, my wife, moves the camera, comes over and shows you. It'll look like it's the same size, but it'll be a couple pounds lighter. That's why lithium ion. People go, why would you spend 50 bucks on a battery when you can buy one for 25? Because you save a few pounds, and in these things, weight capacity matters. So that's part of the reason why. Now the third option for this type of stuff is NoQual makes one. It's a company, they make one. It's a 12 volt type battery. It's about this big. It's a lithium ion, but it's also waterproof, so you don't even have to build a box. However, with that one, it's $150. So if you're willing to spend that, you don't have to do this work. You can buy it. It's a small little box, 12 volt type battery, and all you're going to have to do really minimally is do one or two through hole wiring kits, either through here or through the side or wherever you decide to put it. But a lot of people like to have a centrally located power source and then have power run to plugs so that they can kind of plug and play what they want to do in their kayak. So that's what I like. That's why I did this, and we'll move right into it. So starting with the battery box, and we don't shy away from money on this channel. In order to build this, the easiest way to build this, what I did is I went ahead and got a regular 12 volt 8 amp hour battery from Cabela's. You can see it there in the box. I want to say that joker is about 5 pounds. Materials for this, probably 25 for the battery. You're probably looking at 30 bucks tops, and the battery's 25. The reason I say that, I'll tell you where to buy that. I'm gonna drop the links below for a few other, for some of these products, for all of these products. And on top of that, I need to go ahead and say this. There's another guy, his name's TJ. He runs a YouTube channel called Kayak USA that I follow. And I don't know if he's the first guy that did this, but he's got an extensive video DIYing this whole thing, drilling the holes in the Sea Ghost. So, I mean, I'm going to also link those videos below to show you how he did it and how he wired it, so that you can get an idea of, if you want to do more than this, you can kind of get an idea of how, so that you can start to formulate how you want to do it. Anyway, going back to this. So, battery. This is basically the battery box, Walmart. Buy this from Walmart, it's $3. If you buy it from anywhere else, it's 10 or 15. regular 16 gauge SAE wire. This wire I got from Home Depot automotive section, and I probably bought the whole thing, all the wire by itself, and I have some 5 splicers that go from 1 to 4 or 1 to 5, and I got all that for 20 bucks. I bought the this through-hole wiring kit, or this wiring adapter from Amazon. It's less than $1. And then this, the deck padding was 25 bucks from the Vibe store, but after you cut it out and do the math, this amount of deck padding is much cheaper. You can save money on that. I didn't feel like saving money on that. I was kind of pressed for time last year when I did it. But you can also get foam at Walmart and do it for the same thing. And then I've also got 1 piece of Velcro strap here for 3 bucks from Walmart. So the intent is, I can put the battery in here, I can put it down, it's not going to go anywhere, and I've got deck padding so the battery doesn't really move around a lot. Now I've got a battery box. It doesn't move around a lot. When I close it, it's water sealed. So if I get water in the kayak, if I flip this thing, the battery's safe and it's water sealed. So there's the battery box. Too easy. Remember, box from Walmart. Just go to Walmart. The box, deck padding, 1 16 gauge SAE wire, through-hole wiring kit. There's the only hole I had to drill. And 2 pieces of Velcro. One's for the battery inside, and the other one I didn't show you is 3 actually. The Velcro here on the back side. And I'll get to that in a minute. So there's that. So then real quick, we move over to this. Now, when you look at the power panels, you can get these things from Amazon. I'm going to link them on Amazon, but feel free to go through Amazon, because when you go through Amazon, they have different types. They have this one that's got 3, they've got one that's got 4, they've got one that's a square that's got 4, and I think they go up to 6. And you can plug and play with these, whether you put your voltage meter here, or what you put in here and where you put it. However, on top of that, these things are cheap. So this panel itself, I want to say this joker was like 3 or 4 bucks. These things weren't as cheap, but overall, I want to say this whole thing was 10 bucks. So I've got a voltage meter here, 2 USB ports, and I've got the cigarette lighter. And you can buy these where you just have another USB port, no cigarette lighter, or no voltage meter at all, and just a light that tells you that you got power, so on and so forth. Cheap, save some money. So what you're going to do here, pretty simple. You're going to take the top like it's a template, lay it over the top. Circle the holes with a Sharpie. You're going to take a regular drill in like a regular size drill bit for a screw in the center of it in order to feed the other drill, and then you're going to use a wood drill to drill through those. And like I said, I'm going to link TJ's from Kayak USA so you can actually see him do it, so you can actually kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about. You can fast forward to when he does it on his Seacoast, and you can actually see it. So there's that. Now, moving to the inside. I kept mine simple. On mine, what I did, I don't even have a fuse in here, because the plug that I use for my Hummingbird, as I showed in another video, has a built-in 1-amp fuse. So I don't have a fuse in here at all. So all I did was wire it up, and I left a plug. And I've got a 5-way splitter, and as you can see, I've got extra length. I did that on purpose, so I can move it, do whatever, play with it. And I have a 5-way splitter if I want to, so I can run lights later on off the same battery. So I have a battery I put in here, and when I put it in and plug it in, I know that everything's going to run, lights and the fish finder and everything. So as you'll see, what I did on mine, put those extra Velcro strips, and the reason I put those extra Velcro strips is so it's not moving around inside the kayak. If you'll notice, all right, we're going to plug it in. Too easy. We got power. And it gives me a gauge on how much power I have, so while I'm on the water, I can see how much I'm burning from the battery and how the battery's doing. The other thing about these Seaghosts, if you get this box, and the reason why I recommend this box is right here. When I put it in, I put it on the Velcro, but it also fits almost perfectly between those grooves. And if you need a bigger one, a bigger battery to run a kayak motor, I've seen people actually not even use the Velcro, and it literally, a bigger battery will slide perfectly right between these grooves, and you don't have to worry about it. So there it is, guys. Pretty easy. And the thing with these types of installs, if you go to Amazon and get the pieces, I just got a GoPro. And I don't have it down here. But the thing with the GoPro is the GoPro runs out of battery really easily. And that's one of the things I've been reading. So what I did was I went and bought another system that goes around the GoPro. It keeps it waterproof with a 6-foot USB cord that attaches to it. So I can take the battery out of it. And what I'm going to do, as you can see, I've got a Yakutech. Since our walkthrough, I bought a Yakutech boomstick for the GoPro so that I can put it back here, take you guys with me. Well, what I can do now is I can put that GoPro up here and run that cord all the way down here and plug it in. So not only am I running a fish finder now, I'm running the GoPro all day. What I can also do, and I've been talking to my buddy about DIYing another one, is I can take a single USB, and as a DIYer, you can bring it back here because I left some space to put a splicer on there. I can put one right here so I don't have that long cord, and I can put one right here. I'm still debating, but just so you understand the options, if you're a DIYer, you can do so much with lights and everything on this, and you can do it for relatively cheap. So, just so you guys are tracking, just wanted to go over that real quick. That's my battery box. That's how I wired my power. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people wire power the same exact way and do a lot more with it. I've seen a lot of people do inside lights, the whole nine. But you got to start with something basic. So if you're new and you're getting started, something like this, it looks intimidating. It's not. It's simple. You can get a power panel in here and you're done. So, real quick walkthrough of my power source, of my battery box, and how I've got power to my kayak. Like I said, guys, I hope you guys are getting something out of these. If you have any questions, drop them below. Let me know, and I'll shoot you what I can. And like I said, if you're getting something out of this, hit like, hit subscribe. Until next time, guys.